Hello, and welcome to Look Back, Look Ahead. I'm Frank Calderone. Last week, ending May 16th, stocks had a good week as the major indexes ended the week in positive territory or close to it. The Consumer Price Index, or CPI, which measures the changes in prices that consumers pay for goods and services, increased a less than expected 0.2% in April, bringing the year-over-year rate to 2.3%. The lowest reading since February of 2021. Core CPI, excluding food and energy, remained unchanged at 2.8%. The Producer Price Index, or PPI, which measures the change in prices that producers receive for their output, unexpectedly declined by a half a percentage point in May. Consensus expected a 0.2% increase. Year over year, PPI is at 2.4%. Retail sales were weaker than expected in April, but March's sales were revised up from an original increase of 1.4% to 1.7%. Initial jobless claims were 229,000 for the week ending May 10th. Industrial production was weaker than expected in April, as manufacturing production erased the increase in March. Business inventories continue to come down as sales have been stronger so far. The housing market index declined to the lowest level since November of 23, suggesting weakness for new home builders going forward. Import prices were higher than expected in April and continue to come down on a year-over-year basis, with both oil prices and natural gas prices declining considerably. Housing starts were positive in April, but building permits moved lower due to high borrowing costs and economic uncertainty. And finally, Consumer Sentiment Index declined in April as uncertainty over trade policy moved the index lower. Year to date, the Dow is up 0.25%. The S&P is up 1.3%, and the Nasdaq is down 0.5%. The yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury bond is 4.45%. Oil closed at $62.45 a barrel. Gold closed down $3,191.89 an ounce, with silver closing at $32.24 an ounce. For this coming week of May 19th, Monday will get the leading economic indicator index, which is used to predict future economic movements in our economy. Leading indicators include consumer expectations, building permits, and credit conditions. Nothing scheduled for Tuesday or Wednesday. Thursday, initial jobless claims, U.S. services, manufacturing, and PMI data, and existing home sales will be reported. And on Friday, we'll get new home sales. And as always, we'll keep a watchful eye on these and any other events that may and will shape the markets. If you have any questions or anything from this video, please give us a call. Also, if you have investable assets of $300,000 or more, we can provide you with a complimentary detailed financial plan. Call for details. We are accepting new clients. This is Frank Calderone from Raymond James in New York. Have a fantastic week. Be well, stay safe, and remember, always look ahead.